supporters, even the commoners. I am back with our Monday morning walk and talks. Today's topic is when you outgrow things and people and things. If you're new here, my name is Deanna Washington. I am the Kept Wife Strategist, and I empower women to become kept worthy, make wise love decisions, and thrive in holy matrimony. So, these walk and talks are unscripted. I am sharing what God has put on my heart, anything that has come up, trends, whatever is going on, while I am getting my walk on, because I'm fit, feminine, and financed, right? So, what brought about the topic this morning? So, as I was getting ready this morning, I actually popped one of my waist beads. And, oh, hold on, let me make sure my truck is locked. Okay. So, I popped one of my waist beads. And not because I've gotten bigger, but because I've gotten so much smaller that every time I pull, my pants or something down, I usually end up like taking them off, like sliding them down because they're just that big. And it hit me that usually when we're talking about outgrowing things, it's like we've gotten too big, right? We've gotten too big for a certain thing. So it'll be like, oh, that's too small now. Like those clothes don't fit. This apartment doesn't fit. This house isn't big enough, right? We've outgrown things that way. But we rarely talk about when the things are too big for us, right? Because you have decreased in size, because you have willingly decreased your capacity, because you have willingly made changes that no longer make you available for certain things, right? So you're not as big. You have become smaller. And that's what happened with the waist beads, right? I have become so much smaller than when I originally bought them that now they're falling off. I'm frequently having to pick them back up. They're not even doing what they were designed to do anymore because they're too big. They don't fit me, right? What does that mean? They're not secure. They're not holding it all in. They're not an accurate measure of my size, of my capacity anymore. So, okay, they might look cute, right? I'll give them that. They still serve that purpose. But the purpose of, keeping my waist in, of, um, keeping me mindful of being able to show my progress, I can't see that now. And I have felt this way for a couple weeks. But I was like, maybe, I don't want to move too fast and get myself all, excited about getting a smaller size and then I don't need it. All the things that we do to talk ourselves out of stuff. But today, I'm forced now, right? It broke. It broke. So now I have to make a decision. And that brings me to how this applies to your love journey. It could be your journey with a job, career. It could be familial relationships. But what in your life just doesn't fit anymore? You've outgrown it. It does not serve the same purpose. Your capacity has changed. So it doesn't fit. And are you going to make the decision without being forced? See, I have learned, like, this is the same thing with God, right? God's a gentleman. He's not forcing us to do anything, but He will give us opportunities. He will shine lights on things. He will bring things to our attention. He will bring opportunities, and it's up to us to take them. Now, the funniest thing is, I've been seeing waist speed promotions for the past couple weeks. Ever since I noticed, like, okay, this is too big, but I didn't act, right? I just kept using the old thing that I already had, even though it didn't fit, even though it didn't serve the purpose, even though it wasn't helping. I just was used to it. I already had it, it was on. So I ignored all of the promotions for the waist beads. There were some that were, had a couple dollars off. There were some that had free shipping, all these things. And I bypassed them because I'm like, oh, I don't need to do that now. But this morning, when it broke, now I'm forced. Now I'm forced because I know that I like the security of having it. I mean, I do like the look as well, but it is a great aid in when you're getting, when you're, I'm trying to be very impeccable with my words, right? So I don't say like lose weight. I don't say that because I don't intend on ever finding it ever again. But as you are on your fitness journey, it's important to find the things that aid you in success. And for me, one of those is waist beads. When they start getting tight, I know, okay, good morning. Um, when they're feeling loose, it's like, okay, I'm losing some inches, right? So now I'm forced. I'm gonna go out, get me some new ones. Hi, oh, I'm so sorry, Rockin' Johnny. How are you doing today? I'm doing fantastic. Monday morning walks are always my favorite, and that's why I decided to start doing my walk and talks again because there's something about the energy of the week starting and then being outside. I'm in Dallas, Texas, so it's always nice. The sun is usually out, like it's a beautiful thing. So I love the energy of that. Um, yeah, so thank you. I look fine. Thank you. Please keep it respectful. I'm happily married. Good morning. But thank you for the compliment. What's the weather? I think it was like 80 something when I got out of the truck. Clearly it's sunny. It's warm, but not like hot, which is perfect for me, right? It's perfect for me. Perfect walking weather. So, oh my God, no. Why, that's too hot? This is perfect. I mean, because usually in the morning, I mean, in Texas, it gets up to like 104, 105. So 80s, we like, yes, this is perfect. And 80 here might feel different than like an 80. I don't know where you are, but Dallas 80 is perfect. It is absolutely perfect. I got a t-shirt on other than I normally have like a tank top or, well, I don't wear sportswear out unless I'm like with my husband, but I normally have a tank top. But I wore this shirt. So I said, oh, let me be in my honeymooning vibe, right? One of the things me and my husband say is we keep the honey in the moon. So that basically means if you keep your marriage sweet, right? If you lead with love, things would be so much better. Love Texas girls. Your husband is a lucky guy. He says that. Well, he says he's blessed, but I'm also blessed. My husband's amazing, amazing. Um, and if you don't know, if you're new here, I mean, I've been through, a divorce, um, had a lot of things go on in my life. And in this season, if you're just coming into it, this is like my glow up season. I don't know. The money is money in, the body is body in, the business is going great. So again, for those tuning in now, I'm Deanna Washington, known as the Kept Wife Strategist. I own Love Coverage LLC, which is a full service coaching company that focuses primarily on premarital preparation and marital support, right? So we prepare people for marriage and then we support them once they're in it, right? Um, but more specifically, I work with a lot of women in my Kepti community, and I prepare them to be kept worthy, make wise decisions in love, and thrive in holy matrimony. And that is my judge, okay? I love it. I am blessed enough that my husband retired me from having to work a 9 to 5 so that I could build this business. So in a few years, when he retires, we can just travel the world doing conferences and speaking and just pouring into people. Let me see. Oh, thank you so much. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot, and I aim to just learn, right? To learn from everything that I've been through in my life. And actually, not one of, but, well, yes, one of the biggest lessons was learned through my divorce. I dealt with a lot of shame, religious guilt, not having peace, all of the things. So I wrote a book called Break Up Now. Break Up Now, releasing the shame of divorce and finding the peace in letting go. And while I do share like my personal experience with it, it really is a self-help book that helps men and women, right? I'm a woman, so I'm giving the woman's account, but the book is for anyone who is either currently going through a divorce or at a crossroads in their marriage and maybe considering it, or they've been through divorce and they're still trying to figure it out. Um, so in the book, I talk about like the difference between like rough patches and when something is not salvageable, when something was never God ordained and you should just cut your losses. Like one of my lines is, if you're gonna break up, you should break up now. And that is because far too often, if you look at the statistics, it will show that it takes normally 2 years for someone to even admit that divorce is an option, right? So when you see somebody, divorced and remarried quickly, it's not because their marriage didn't matter. It's not because they weren't heartbroken. It's not because they didn't go through a lot of things. It's because while they were still married, they were already grieving. They were already broken up emotionally. They had already been through a lot of things before the actual divorce happened. But anyway, so my book, Break Up Now, it's the pre-sale is beginning September 17th, which happens to be my birthday. And I'm turning 43 years old. So I have a bundle for $43. If you are interested, you can go to DestinationDionna.com. That's the word Destination Dionna, DIONNA.com. And you can join the community and you will be alerted as soon as the pre-sale is available, which is September 17th. Okay, let me see. Okay, thank you so much. Take care. I love all of you who are leaving comments and interacting with me. But just to kind of recap the lesson and give you a soft place to land. So, when we have outgrown people and places, there are often smaller signs that we, right? We're uncomfortable. Fit the purpose it once did. Don't feel a sense of support, closeness, right? And this can happen with things or people, right? When we've outgrown something, it could either be too big for us because we've reduced our capacity, we've changed what we require, We no longer are available for that particular thing. Or it could be too small for us, right? It's not meeting all the needs. It's not covering all the ground we need it to cover. So, what should we do? What do you do when you've outgrown things and places? Honestly, I'm always going to tell you, you have to start with awareness, right? Awareness of it. You have to see it. You have to know that that's what's happening. Then after your awareness of it, there needs to be an acceptance of it. Not blame, not anything shameful, right? You have to just accept that it is what it is. Accept that at one point it served a purpose and you're grateful for that. At one point, this was exactly what you wanted or exactly what you needed, but that's no longer true. Accept that. Accept that. And once you've accepted it, I would say go into accountability. What was your part? Accountability is really a form of empowerment. It allows you the opportunity to look at yourself and empower yourself. Accountability is not you absolving the other person of their part. So just being accountable. How did you choose this? Why did you choose this? Accepting that you did, right? And being able to let that go. Let it go. So after you're aware, you've accepted it, you've been accountable, then you want to take aligned action for what it is that fits you now. If you've outgrown that, what's the next this? And how can you align with that? How can you take steps towards that? I love these talks because this is totally on the fly, just from something that I experienced this morning. If you missed it, go back and listen to the first couple of minutes. I talked about my waist beads breaking this morning, not because I'm bigger, but because I'm actually a lot smaller than when I purchased them. Come on, waist. And now they kind of roll off. So they popped as I was changing this morning. Hey, Kelly. Hello to everyone who is actually checking in and saying hi. I will be doing these walk and talks every Monday around 8:15ish, right? Because I drop my kids off at school and then I come and I take in, oh, it's so beautiful, like tennis courts. I don't know how to play tennis, but I'm going to learn, right? Because I feel like I walk by this all the time and I'm like, I should do that. But anyway, every Monday around 8:15, I'm going to come, walk, and talk with you. So today's lesson was about what do you do when you have outgrown things and places? Quick recap is you become aware of it, right? You become aware that something has changed. It's different. It's not meeting a need. It's too small. It's too big. It's whatever. Then you have to accept it, right? Accept it. Don't make excuses for it. Don't wallow. Don't do all of the things. Then you become accountable for your own decisions, your choices. And then you take aligned action towards what it is you do want. So if it's not that you have right now, what's your new this, right? And align with that. So I said I was going to keep these things down to 15 to 20 minutes max. I know you all got a lot going on. I hope you got something from this today. Again, I'm Deanna Washington, the Kept Wife Strategist. I prepare women to be kept worthy, make amazing and wise love decisions, and thrive in holy matrimony. I will see you all in the Keptiverse. If you want to come to my live lesson, you can see me for Sounds About Wife, which is my weekly show on Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'll see you all. Have a great day.